So 1974, I was 19 years old. I was in the university student. A group of military officers took over and overthrew the government. So they were killing anybody who opposed them. There were people were dying on the streets. They were shooting. They were searching houses. And my brother, he was arrested. I hear on the national radio, there were 21 people assassinated, and one of them was my brother. My mom tells me it was too hard even to listen to her when what they did to her. They had, what I was shocked was they had invited my mom to watch the assassination. Later on, I learned my mother and father was arrested. My older brother went to Kenya. My sister went to Red Sea, Yemen, then to Sudan. So I have no choice. The government forces were searching and bombarding with airplane and all that our area. So I decided to leave to the border. The border was an 8 hours journey. We have mountains, forests, and all that. We walk at night. Finally, we get into Sudan. I don't know the language. They were speaking Arabic. It's very hard to communicate. But I met one Ethiopian person, and he took me to his house, and I stayed 2 days with him. I was in Sudan for a few months, and the US government immigration started a new program called the Refugee Resettlement Program. I applied for that, and I got accepted. So my flight was with 21 other refugees. Out of the 21 of us, only one person had flown before. Only one. Even some of us were not comfortable with the food they gave us, because it's all wrapped, packaged, and we never ate food like that. So we arrived in New York. At the New York airport, we saw a huge American flag. Everybody was watching like that. We never seen a flag like that big. So it's, at the airport. So when they took us through the airport, and there was a reception kind of area. So my sponsors came. They were husband and wife. They came and say, "Oh, are you Haile? Where are your sponsors?" So they took me down to the stairs. I followed them. When I went there was a luggage going around, and they asked me, after half an hour, they asked me, "Where is your luggage?" And I told them, "I don't have luggage. I have one change clothes and one book in my hand. That's it." When I was living in Houston, I said with my friends, "Let's form a soccer team." So we tried to create our own tournament, playing against each other. Then finally, one of us decided to say, "Why not we invite teams from Dallas, Atlanta, or Washington, D.C.?" And the next year, 85, Washington will host. Then in Washington, we formed this federation, the Ethiopian Sport Federation in North America. So this event becomes big and big, and we end up even renting the Georgia Dome, the SEAC Stadium. Sometimes we have over 100,000 people coming to this event from all over the world, from Ethiopia, from South Africa, from Australia. So that's, it helps us get together, bring people together, especially for bringing friends to the event. We met old high school mates, we met people from your village, people from your city, people from university and all that. So, I'm from from a family of 5 brothers and 4 sisters. And my mother, she went to church every day praying for us. Because she didn't hear from us for 6 years, 5, 6 years. My brother, at first when I heard the assassination, I was shocked, but I didn't cry or I didn't do anything. But lately, when we start meeting people, when I start meeting his friends and all that, I start crying with no reason. I just start crying. Every year, we meet different people that we lost. We had no contact back home. That was our pleasure. It's not a soccer game anymore.